You didn't stop posting. You just stopped feeling seen. At some point, you realized that sharing your life started to feel empty, not peaceful, not freeing, just hollow. You scroll past people smiling, laughing, celebrating moments. And for a second, you wonder if something is wrong with you. Why don't you feel the need to show anything? Why does posting feel unnatural? The truth is, people who don't post photos aren't always hiding. Sometimes, they're protecting something, because not everything needs to be witnessed, to be real, and not every moment should be turned into proof. You see, posting is often driven by a silent question: do I exist if no one sees me? But for you, that question started to fade. Or maybe it started to hurt. You began noticing something subtle. The more you shared, the less it felt like yours. Moments turned into content. Memories turned into performance. And slowly, you lost the feeling of actually being there. So you pulled back. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly. Because deep down, you didn't want validation anymore. You wanted something real. Psychologically, this shift often comes from awareness. An awareness that attention is not the same as connection, that likes are not the same as understanding, and that being seen is not the same as being known. People who stop posting often become more observant. They watch more, feel more, think deeper. They notice the gap between what people show and what they actually live. And that gap becomes impossible to ignore. So instead of performing happiness, they choose silence. Not because they have nothing to share, but because they refuse to simplify their life into something digestible. There's also something else. Control. When you don't post, you take back control of your narrative. No expectations, no reactions, no pressure to maintain an image. You exist without explanation. And for some people, that's terrifying. But for you, it's peaceful. Still, it's not always easy, because silence can feel like invisibility, and invisibility can feel like loneliness. You start to wonder, am I missing out? But then you remember, you're not absent, you're just not performing. And there's a difference, a big one. You experience moments without interrupting them. You feel emotions without packaging them. You live without needing to prove it. And that's rare. In a world addicted to visibility, choosing privacy is a quiet form of rebellion. It's not weakness. It's not insecurity. Sometimes it's emotional intelligence. Because you understand something most people don't. Not everything valuable needs an audience. Not everything meaningful needs applause. And not everything real needs to be shared. So no, you didn't disappear. You just stopped turning your life into something for others to consume. And maybe that's the most honest version of yourself you've ever been.